Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. On this wonderful Labor Day, I decided to bring you a very eclectic subject. Remember that time that Ronald Reagan got turned into a snake monster with half of Washington, D.C., or over half of Washington, D.C., and it was up to Captain America and his sidekick homies to save the day, and they kind of did a meh job? No? Well, I'll take you through it, and we'll get to it because edutainment explains it. But before we get off into that book, I need y'all to do what you always do for your mans and them. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share everything you hear here. Captain America 344. Let's get to it. And here we have it. Captain America number 344 with a cover date August 1988, I believe it was. It was an extra-sized issue because there was a lot of stuff going on. Mainly, Captain America was not Captain America, as it says on the cover. He simply went by the captain. The uniform and the shield that you see him wearing later went to the U.S. agent. Where was the U.S. agent? U.S. agent was Captain America. What? Along with Battlestar, Lamar Hoskins, who is definitely not dead and is stronger than Captain America. So, that ain't what we want to talk about. Let's get into it. In the previous issue, the villain Viper is causing problems for everybody because she's a nihilist. She was a member of the Serpent Society, but she decided, hey, guess what? I got my own agenda. And here we see, I guess that's supposed to be Ronald Reagan. That's Ronald Reagan, and he's thirsty. And what's happened is the Viper has poisoned the Washington, D.C. water supply. So we got things like this happening. I guess Ronald Reagan uses one of them breathe right strips, or he got a Band-Aid on his nose. One. Great artwork, by the way, by Kieran Dwyer and Mark Grunwald on the story. We're gonna hit the bullet points. We ain't gonna go through it, frame by frame. But anyway, the gist of it is this. Ronald Reagan is turning into a snake monster. Meanwhile, there is chaos because everybody's turning into snake men and they're doing everything from fighting to drinking all the water to seeking warmth because reptiles are cold-blooded. She says, starving, let me squeeze you. Snakes everywhere, Serpent Society, on the job. Well, they're actually just trying to get away. And they are indiscriminately blasting folks. Copperhead, Cobra, and Boomslang are Australian serpent member who throws snake-like throwing irons, Mike. They doing their thing. They don't care nothing about nobody. See, Copperhead knows Viper's a nihilist. She don't give a shit. She want everything to burn. Long story short, our trio runs into the captain and I want to reform Diamondback, kind of, sort of. Boomslang gets boomed. Diamondback is faking like she's fighting Cobra, but she's not, and Cobra manages to escape that ship. only to run into a ship full of heroes. Oh my goodness. And he frees Viper inadvertently. And what does Viper do? She bites D-Man on the neck because she's got poison fangs. Sis immediately proceeds to go nuts doing her nihilist thing. That's a nice look for her. I think they have a Hasbro action figure that looks like that. The only difference is the hairstyle. And I have both. I like the newer one better. Yeah, she's just blowing stuff up. But check out what she's saying. I am the viper coiled at the nation's breast. America is weak and decadent. Its people are materialistic automatons. Its leaders, shameless charlatans and capitalist tools. Its institutions, oppressive and obsolete. Goodness gracious. Viper called us out. She read us like a dirty novel, didn't she? Yep, there she is. She murdering folks up in the White House. Look at her go. She's just killing folks. Look at that. He did. And gets upstairs to where Nancy Reagan is crawling on the floor. Nancy Reagan. She said, just say no to drugs. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? And she like, where your husband at? Where your husband at? So they got some semi-sentience. He don't even want to kill her. She don't even want to kill her. She like, you ain't even worth my bullets. And she crying because she ain't worth the bullets, or she crying because she can't do nothing about Viper going in there to get ready to kill the president. Did he say mommy? He called his wife mommy? Nah, so she don't want to kill him. I noticed they got a lot of gratuitous back shots of Viper, and I'm not really feeling it. Give him some more. We want him to be more reptiled out. And he wanted to. Cap's going into the White House. Door open. Dead bodies everywhere. And he's reminiscing, having a liberty moment. That's not what we're here for, gang. Still reminiscing. Bruh. Because he's not Cap right now. So I assume that's why he's got all this reminiscing he's doing. And he opens up the door and say, Mr. President, I'm here to help. Nah, he done went full snake. And jumps out of his clothes and onto the captain. That's Ronald Reagan, y'all. That's Ronald Reagan, y'all. A Republican snake. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. And Cap is handling him. Or is he? And Viper is here. She says she got to see this with her own eyes. Two great Americans degraded, reduced to meaningless brawling. Long story short, Secret Service busts in. Everybody let them things go. Viper's loving it. She kills one, but not the other two. And she beats a hasty retreat. Now, did he forget this is a crazy snake monster and not the president? Lucky for him, Ronald Reagan was sweating the serpent formula out of him, and now he's back to what? His hair should be a lot darker. I don't know why they made it brown. And Cap leaves to go after Viper. But in the end, very politically done. And that was what I was thinking about today. That book. I had to share it. Y'all should go pick up Captain America number 344, volume 1. It's a pretty good read, all in all. There's a lot of Serpent Society sprinkled in there. There's a lot of Cap's allies sprinkled in there, but we don't really care about that. We were focused on the Ronald Reagan serpent monster. So yeah, that's what we was doing today on Labor Day, and I'm done doing it, and that's it. I'm finished. I won't diminish, and fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones, and until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.